Yes. At this time, the microphones are open for public comment to those who have signed in prior to this session. I shall call individuals to the microphone based on the order of the sign-in. Each statement made by a participant shall be limited to 3 minutes in duration. The total time of public comment shall be limited to 60 minutes. No individual is able to yield their name to another individual. All statements shall be directed to the presiding officer. No participant may address or question board members individually. The following rules for public participation shall apply. Time limits will strictly be enforced. No personal attacks on individuals. No vulgar or indecent language. A person may address the board no more than once during a single meeting. Speakers should refrain from naming individuals. Comments or questions posed during public participation will not be debated. As a reminder, this is a meeting of the board in public, not a meeting of the public. I'd like to call Isaac Barnes, 1053 North Avenue. Iris Flores, 45 Ravlag Manor. Iris Flores. Maria Medeiros, 324 Franklin Street. Maria Medeiros, 324 Franklin Street. Jose Rodriguez, 618 Jackson.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Rodriguez.
I just want to start out and say welcome back to all the staff members and the students to back to school. It's always an exciting time for all of us. Since we last spoke, again, you know, something exciting happened at the Elizabeth Board of Education, not in a actually positive way, but we had the resignation due to certain issues of voter, it's under investigation, but they may say it's voter fraud, so on and so forth. You know, if this was a show, it would get high ratings. You know, there's been 3 resignations in the past year. There's a board member under indictment that's currently still there. You know, I don't know if this is a joke for you guys or not, because obviously you guys know, and I'm running and so on and so forth, but it's very serious. You know, you're entrusted with the students here in Elizabeth. 1 out of 6 people that live in Elizabeth actually go to our schools. Also, there's current members on the Elizabeth Board of Education that consistently run for other positions outside of the Board of Education. There's been members who run for assembly, one that currently got installed today, assemblyman. Ms. Castillo has run for freeholder.
Mr. Rodriguez, please refrain from using anyone's name.
Excuse me. Another member has run for freeholder a couple times. Another member, or multiple members, have run for council. I mean, I don't know if this, if you got, you know, if you guys use this as a springboard for other political motivations, but you know, this is a Board of Education. You know, the students matter. This should be where you stay. It shouldn't be that, you know, I come in a resignation, I leave 2 years later, I run for something the next year. You know, I don't know what you know, what's going on here. Like I said, this is a serious job, and you know, hopefully in November, you know, Elizabeth will speak and put some people in that, you know, that truly care. So, thank you.
Next, I'll call Patricia Galante.
Good evening, Mr. President, members of the board, Mr. Munoz.
Good evening.
I'm Patty Gallant, 750 Greer Avenue, Elizabeth, New Jersey, taxpayer, concerned citizen, and a leader in the Elizabeth Education Organization, a committee a chapter of the statewide education organizing committee. The Elizabeth Education Organizing Committee has come before this board a number of times to voice our concern regarding public participation. We have already presented the board with 441 signatures. Tonight we have 33 more to give you. The petition requests that the school board only conduct the business of the board, which is educational policy, during its monthly meetings, and that public participation occur before the business portion of the meeting and no later than 7:30 as other governing bodies in our area do. The showcasing of our students' talents and the presentation of awards should be on a different day to show how special those students really are. There's a book out called Education and the Making of a Democratic People, which emphasizes how school boards can engage the public, school boards can serve as an example of democracy in action, and why it's the school's responsibility to teach students about democracy in ways that are tangible and meaningful. The Code of Ethics for school board members, 18A 12-24, also notes the importance of community participation. The Act states, as board members, you will confine your board action to policy making, planning, and appraisal, and will help to frame policies and plans only after the board has consulted those who will be affected by them. The federal government also recognizes the importance of community involvement in the Elementary, Secondary, and Education Act, which requires that every Title I school have a written parent involvement policy developed with the approval of the parents, that every Title I school have a school parent compact, that every Title I school district must have a written Title I parent involvement policy that is developed with and approved by parents and evaluated every year. Having said that, it is crucial that this body create a new policy for public participation and establish a new procedure to address the issues of the people you were elected to represent.
Thank you for your comments. Next, I'm going to call Pia Carbajal, 19 DeHart Place.
Sorry. Good evening. Welcome, Mr. Bartero. This evening, I'd like to talk about selecting new children. I'd like to thank you for the effort to work with Pennsylvania, with Dr. Shipon Bloom. There has been, negotiations, I'd like to say, that to see if they could do a workshop for the teachers. I like to say having a child with learning disability is sad, but the child talks. Having a child that cannot walk is sad too, but the child could move and talk with a wheelchair. Having a child that cannot talk is very sad. It's very frustrating. And the teachers right now in the whole district are working very hard. And if you think about the parent trying to work with the child every morning, taking to school, telling, you're going to read for the teacher for science, you're going to read for math, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Just imagine the teacher trying to, to work with this particular child, having 20 more in the classroom. Yes, there is support, there is help, there is, the child study team, but I still consider to educate everybody more. I'm not insulting anybody, but myself, I still need to learn more about what is a selective new child. I do get frustrated. Even Irena has improved so much, but I like to say, if there is selective new children, if there is children with difficulties in the area of speech, let's try to improve that. Let's try to educate ourselves. How could we help this child to communicate? How could we educate more the parent? Let's not just put the pressure on the teacher. The first day of school, I said to the teacher, good morning, my name is Pia Carvajal, this is Irena Riano. Irena would write to you. Irena has to find a way to communicate with you, and I draw the line. She has to do it. So Irena is writing right now. However, parents need to know more about what they have, not just drop their children by the school and pretend that everybody is gonna do everything for them. We have the YMCA. I know that watch your children while you're working, but you know, I don't know, some children are being picked up at 7 or 8, which I don't know. I'm thinking, I mean, I've been working 7 days, but your child goes first in so many ways. I'd like to thank you for trying to help, you know, especially my child, Irena Riano, and special needs in Joseph Patting School number 4, and helping our PTO, our parent-teacher organization, which is going to work harder than other years because we need parents, we need people that wants to give solutions. When I see a problem, I say to even to my husband and my child, beginning by home, I don't want to talk about a problem. I want solutions. I want to know how we could improve this. If I keep talking about the problem, we're going to be looking at the problem the whole time, and we're going to waste time. So
Mrs. Carvajal, can you please wrap up your comments?
Yes. So I like to thank you for looking for solutions, and I hope we could work more this new school year. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. I'm going to extend a courtesy and call the names again of the people that missed. If they're still here, if they'd like to address the board. Isaac Barnes.
I object, Mr. President. I object to that. I apologize, but I don't think that's fair to those who were here when they were called. The policy exists to create an orderly fashion for people to speak. We were just criticized on our policy. I think I remember that policy passing 9-0. I think we should adhere to the policy. The names are called, ample opportunity was given, and if they missed their time, well, so be it. There'll be another board meeting next month.
Does anyone agree with Commissioner Trujillo? I'd like to call Rafael Fajardo, 131 Palisade Road.
Good evening, Mr. President. My name is Rafael Fajardo. I reside in the city of Elizabeth, 131 Palisade Road. I'd like to say hello to all the Board of Education members, to the superintendent, the tremendous staff that we are blessed to have in the city of Elizabeth that are doing such a great job for the children of the city of Elizabeth. I educated my children in this city, and all of my children have been very successful. School, our 50% is of the job that has to get done. The other 50% belongs to the help and the support that you give the students at home. We try to do everything that we can in the Board of Education to help our children. But parents must have a responsibility to the children and to the taxpayers to get the job done. I'd like to congratulate Commissioner Montero. Tony, we served together up there. It was exciting because of all of the great things that we were able to do for this district. I know that working along with the superintendent and the rest of the members of the Board of Education and the staff, we have a lion, another lion, that will defend the children of the city of Elizabeth and the taxpayers. So I congratulate you. I congratulate all the members of the Board of Education. Don't let those who come here, detractors that come to the Board of Education, try to tear you down. What other city in the state of New Jersey has built as many schools that we have in the city of Elizabeth? Tonight, you signed opening another new school. School 21 is going to open soon. School 25 open. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 50, 51, 52, St. Patrick's, St. Hedwig, St. Edwards, St. Catharines. What other city can say that? And what does that mean? Better education opportunity for the children of the city of Elizabeth. Smaller class sizes. Improvement, and that's how we have become the #1 urban school district in the state of New Jersey. So those that come here, that want to be, learn your lesson first, have children, and become responsible parents. Once you do that, then you can perhaps run for the Board of Education. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you for your comments. A motion was made by Mr. Trujillo to close the public portion of the meeting. Is there a second? Second. Motion made by Mr. Trujillo, second by Mr.
Mr. President, if I may, just for the sake of courtesy, and I understand Mr. Trujillo's point, and I concur, but I think for the sake of transparency and for the sake that I think the one individual's name that you may have called first may have been in the bathroom, so I think we'd extend him the courtesy, and I concur with Commissioner Trujillo that in the future we adhere to the policies of the board, but I think in particular that the young man was in the bathroom. I think if we extend...
But again, I got out of the bathroom, but I'm waiting out of courtesy to listen to the public. So, that's, they knew that the public session was coming. And that's my...
Isaac Barnes.
For him.
He's in the bathroom again?
He was not in the bathroom.
Oh, he wasn't in the bathroom, so he did not.
Okay, let's move on.
I think we make the vote, and I second the motion too. He was not in the bathroom.
So he was not in the bathroom. So therefore,
Mr. President, point of order, please. There was a motion on the table.
Order. There is a motion on the table. Mr. Kennedy. The President requests a motion to go into private session to consider matters exempt under Open Public Meetings Act, specifically for discussion of personnel, contracts, and legal matters. The Board will reconvene